Hello and welcome to a brief overview of the Money Ledger program for Canadian truck drivers. In this video, you'll see how you can easily keep track of all your business and personal expenses, your revenue, and your input taxes with this ledger. Let's take a brief look at the screens and enter some transactions. The screen you're looking at now is the monthly screen. At the top left, you can see that it's January, and at the bottom, you can see there's one tab for every month. On the left side of the screen, in the yellow area, is where you make your entries for all your income and expenses. Then on the right side of the screen, being automatically populated, are two summary statements. The first summary statement is for all your business and personal income and expenses for the month, and the second summary statement is business only. Scrolling down, we see some other summaries. We see an input tax summary for the month for your GST or HST, collected, paid, net balance due. We see all the different payment types that you're using and a total for each for the month. You see transfers between accounts, we see receivables, we also see unreconciled items. And you use this when your paper statements come in the mail to reconcile the ledger against your paper, and we'll show you that in a minute. Okay, another screen we have is a year-to-date screen. And these are also being populated for you. A year-to-date business only, a year-to-date business and personal statement, and 4 quarterly reports. Beneath each of these reports is also a summary for input taxes for the quarter, collect, paid, and net balance due. We see different payment type summary again in our quarterly transfers between accounts. And finally, we have our setup screen. In the setup screen, we have all of our expense categories, which you can set up any way you like here. To the right of the expense categories, we have what's called split percentages. So, for example, if you have a heat bill for your home office and you want to expense 10% to trucking and 90% to personal, you simply enter the ratios here any way you would like, and then when you make your entry, you use the split class, and we'll show you that in a minute, and that expense is divided that way for you. It's the same with your meal expenses. If you want your meal expenses to be 80% trucking and 20% personal, enter the ratios, choose the split class when doing your entry, and that math will get done for you automatically. To the left of the expense categories are items to appear on a trucking financial statement. So you have an item that you would like to appear on a trucking statement, you simply check it off here. If you don't want that item to show up on your trucking financial, you uncheck it. Okay, top left we have our year, and you can copy this program and change the year and use it for past year, current year, or future years. You can put in the name of your truck if you like there. You can put in all your different payment methods here. And also you have your input tax names, whatever you're using, along with your tax rate, you enter it there. And your financial year. So if your financial year starts in some other month than January, you simply choose it here, click submit, and the program will be set up for you automatically. And once you got your setup screen done the way you like it, you click save and you're good to go. Okay, let's do a few entries. 3rd of January, we have a Visa, and it's for, let's say, trucking, and let's say it's for diesel fuel, and it's Shell, put in some kind of note there, and $380. And then here, of course, you can just simply choose the tax that applies to you, so if it, or no tax, so let's say it's HS or GST, and the tax total is put in there for you. And if it's a different number than that, you can just simply enter it manually and it'll be there for you. Okay, the entry's done. Let's go to 4th of January. Something going into our savings account, and it's trucking, and it's income, and let's say it's a payment of some kind. Put in whatever notation you would like. Enter the tax that applies to it, and you're all set to go. And one other entry. 5th of January, we have a Visa, and we have a split this time because it's a meal expense, and we can say it's Denny's, and it's $15, and there's our tax. Okay, all set to go. So on the right side, you can see everything's being populated and showing net totals, and it's calculating how much GST you have there. And you can also see that we have 3 unreconciled items. So when your paper statements come in the mail, you simply check it off here. Yeah, got it. I got it. And if you have a US item, you simply flag it as a US. And later when you see your bank statement, you can correct the amount there and then do a proper reconciliation by checking it there. And now your reconciliation report shows 0. Everything's reconciled and you're good to go.